Hello, everybody, and we are here with Squid Junction 51. It's been a little bit. We've gotten more introduced to the new maps, new weapons. We kind of gotten more situated with everything. I'm NM. I'm
And
here with PeachyPuff, and we are here to
Hello.
watch some Splatoon today. And I am, again, my fault. I was supposed to commentate PP, but I forgot.
That's just how it is, you know?
I opened my phone and I got like 100 pings. I'm like, what happened? And I totally forgot I set up a commentating block with Delta. And I was on a date and I'm like, oh no. Yeah. I've been getting so much flack for that. But you know what? I'm making it up by being here. And we're starting out with Hammerlocke versus Whast'n on Rainmaker Scorchboard. Classic.
Yes, I'm actually a fan of this game mode, despite, like, people kind of not liking it. I just think it's better than what people will kind of give it credit for.
Yeah, I like Rainmaker, but that's probably because I really like Tacticooler. I mean, who doesn't right now? But I've been with Tacticooler since the start. I have played it even when it was bad. You do now. Dude, I was playing Tacticooler when Respawn Punisher countered that thing. It was not fun going up against E-leaders. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, early Splatoon meta with that leader was not very pleasant, honestly.
Yeah. And I know some people want that back, but like I do not want to be countered by a whole ability again. Good. Like I'm good.
No, gosh, no, please. I'd rather not.
In other news, I'm pretty just a little side thing, different tournament mode cup, but pickup just won.
Let's go.
Yeah, Zenith, Yoshell, Atomic, and Red Shell just won bracket reset against Atomic Alliance Rogue.
That is actually insane. Wow. Okay.
I know they're insane with it.
Alright, well, let's see what's going on in this game, you know?
Yep, now we are getting into it here. We're going to be seeing the comps coming out here on both sides. On Hammerlocke, we got Carbon, Range Blaster Shot, Zap, some pretty iconic weapons. And on the other side, we see the V-Jet coming out here. Oh, I'm getting so many flashbacks with Whast'n. That is like some end Splatoon 2 type stuff.
That is very Splatoon 2, but it's still an interesting comp regardless.
Oh yeah, no. All those pieces are really good right now. Shot, Zap, V-Jet. V-Jet is really good in Rainmaker. Like I feel like Inkback is like a lot of people thought at the beginning that Tower Control was the Inkback mode, but no. It's Rainmaker. As we're already seeing Zine and Isabel trying to push up here, but not close enough. But it's only the Range Blaster alive on Hammerlocke. This is the perfect time for Whast'n to get a good pushing. Isabel gonna dunk the Rainmaker right here, and they could have easily tried to pop it again. Cooler at the ready. They can just run it in right now just to see how many points they can get with that Cooler speed.
Yeah, that is an insane push in the first minute, already breaking first checkpoint and starting to like put more points on the board. It's just kind of crazy, honestly.
Yeah, and they're getting so much space. The members of Hammerlocke are so backed up, getting it to 33. If the Jet can come back after this Cooler with a back, they can push this even more, especially with 2 down already on Hammerlocke again. 3 down. It's just the Range Blaster.
It does always seem like it's just that Range Blaster, but like the Range is putting on so much pressure, stopping them at 19, and trying to take some space, or trying to at least.
Yeah, trying as much as possible using those range shots. Range has just gone up so much. I even play this weapon too, mainly because of NZAP and Cooler. It's so good for pairing. And we see the Inkback, they're going in, getting it all the way to 9. They're going to be using that Inkback to pop it again and getting a pick on the shot, getting it down to 6.
These guys are just brute forcing it to that checkpoint. It's a bit ridiculous how fast Whast'n is playing.
Yeah, no, it is insane. Already getting it down to 6, and we're seeing Cloud going for the suicide and getting it back into mid. But, like, they're still backed up. They're still locked out. And we see Zine in mid. It's just like, I'm going to pop it, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, they're already just taking that Rainmaker from mid back onto their side. Not going to, like, really let up, honestly. There's no reason to let up right now.
Yeah, no, and here we see the Inkback coming out again. Zine is going to go with it. And they're going to be picked off, but it doesn't matter. There's still 3 left alive. The shot's going to go down. It's just a shot left alive. The range went down. They got it down to 6 again. They need to get these Zukas. The Zukas are the only way they're going to clear them out. It's actually just Zine alive now. They can just push up right now for free. It's just Zine over there. We're seeing the first bombs, beating them out, but there's another jump over there too. They gotta get their specials. They just have Wave and Tacticooler right now. Tacticooler is good. Don't get me wrong. One of the best specials right now. One thing it is not is an entry tool. It's not gonna help you in that department.
Yeah, they just gotta like really take space more than getting picks right now. Like paint is crucial, especially when you have to go from almost 0 to a knockout. It's really tough. It's a real uphill battle right now for Hammerlocke.
And it's only 2 left alive again. Only the range blast, but the other 2 respawn. This is just happening every time. The members of Hammerlocke are trying to push in, but they go down 2 or 3 from the members of PeachyPuff N. Sig Raphael goes down here, just 3 left alive. The range trying to stay alive here. They have their wave breaker, they have their cooler. They can use their wave breaker to try to displace them a little bit and get some location. But Tiger is going to go down here. The wave breaker was popped though, but doesn't seem to help that much. Zuka has gotten the pick. One more Zuka shot. Doesn't really get anything. The shot 90 for their Zuka. They have a minute and a half, and the Jet has an ink bag, which is something you do not want to see.
Yeah, he's been holding on to that fact for that entire push, just waiting for the opportune moment just to pop in and get his entire team in.
Yeah, we see Isabel Sharkey here with the ink bag. They're waiting for the perfect time to use it, but the Rainmaker is going to be reset. We're seeing the Zap trying to go in. The other Zap is going to go down. The other 2 are pinged. 1, 2. It is just the Carbon. They're trying to look for them, and they have a cooler at the ready too. They're actually using the ink bag to allow Flux to get a further position instead of the Rainmaker. As we see Zion trying to push it up again. Shot's going to go down once again. We're seeing the Zukas come out. We're seeing everything come out here. Counter Zuka coming out here. 2 members behind walls. The Zap is going to try the job, but Cloud can't get it. But that's 2 going to go down at once here. Might have been a range blaster shot or a bomb. I didn't exactly see. Cloud could be wanting to shred as much as possible. They're getting these picks. It's almost a knockout. It is just waiting on that shot to be picked off. Going from 100 to 5? Yeah, that's going to be hard.
Yeah, 10 seconds on the board. Going into overtime, they really got to play it smart. Get specials on the board, push as a team, try to find some sort of like level of numeric advantage. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, now they're in overtime. They at least have to get this check in order to reset time, but that's 2 going to go down. That's a wipeout! That's a wipeout! This might actually be perfect for them. If they can push up and take this space immediately, this might help them get the picks that they need to get the win. They don't have an ink back though. They just have double Zuka, and they have Wave Breaker. That's what they're dealing with. We're going to be pushing forward, but going to be going down. They need to get these picks. They have an ink back. No pushing anytime soon. They're watching the top right, making sure nobody can push in. Ink back at the ready. They're going to shoot. Are they going to get the pick? Ooh. And the ink back clutches up, and Whast'n is going to be taking that first game.
The sheer buff to that ink back really shows its like teeth whenever it's in clutch situations. It can just find a pick from just almost feels like across the map just because of how big that explosion radius is.
Oh yeah, no. That thing is insane. I feel like in terms of ink back weapons, you want to use them on Rainmaker, and there's honestly a lot of ink back weapons right now. It's pretty much just anything that's a backline. There's V-Charger, there's V-Jet, there's Ballpoint New Bow, and if you're a blaster player, there's Rapid. And as we're seeing here in the replay, just the amount of times that Whast'n was able just to take space and get picks on Hammerlocke, like Tiger was just backed up. We see they're just pushing up. You see the vac. They're using it in order to get a push. That's what you want to do in Rainmaker. Just perma paint for vac, get it, and then go forward. You're never going to be the one to actually pick it up, and that's why it's so perfect on backlines, because backlines are already not going to be pushing up that much. Like, I even play a vac weapon myself, but of course I play blasters. Like, I love playing blasters, coolers, and chumps. That's what I love playing competitively. Yeah, nice. But yeah,
I don't know. Whast'n's like sheer like force on the field, just the domination of always having numbers, always having so much paint is just, it won them the game. It really fast paced, and props to Hammerlocke for that one. They had a good shot of coming back. They played it really well at the end there.
Yeah. And now we're going to be moving on to Crab Lake Capital, one of the new map on Clamblitz. And from what we've seen from the first 2 weeks in terms of the competitive standpoint, this has become an instant classic. I don't see this ever leaving Clamblitz maps unless it gets like rechanged in a bad way. Looking at you, Eeltail. Like, Eeltail Clams used to be pretty decent, but then they like
ruined it.
Yeah, they just ruined it.
Yeah, I don't like Eel Tail. It feels like you still need that Kraken cheese to do anything. Just because of how narrow it is, you know? It's not fun. But this map's awesome. I quite enjoy Clam Blitz on Crab Lake Capital. It's so good.
Yeah, no, there's so many options. You can go through the bottom area for bid. You can go through the grates, go through the right side and push through there. There's even a block that allows you to go through the left flank. There's actual like options and flank routes and inkable walls. It's crazy.
It is a Christmas miracle in the middle of September.
Yeah, it's like they actually made flank options and a map, and we're going to be seeing here what the comps are going to be. Oh, a C Junior.
You don't see that every day.
And
like,
neither a VDS. You never really see a VDS nowadays either. CDS, sure, but VDS and T-Tech. You got some interesting options.
I like it, actually. These are very interesting comps from both teams. It's fairly different.
I can see that T-Tech's being a menace here because striking the grates or striking in for some points is going to be really devastating.
Oh, yeah.
As it's only really going to be the ballpoint Ufo that's going to be able to move. As you see, the strikes are already looking at those mid grates. And we're seeing the backline option going from Jet to ballpoint Ufo because Flat Lanes really benefit from these grates here, but they still want that back. You see Isabel looking at this left side. They see Weem in the corner here, trying to push up on them, but they're the Nautilus. They're trying to stay alive, but that bomb is not going to do them any favors. Cloud here with the C Junior. You never know. We thought this was going to be like top 10 weapons back there in Chelsea. Then it fell off so hard. But you know, it still can spam Wavebreaker like every 5 seconds. It can still do that. And torpedoes.
And that's pretty good so far, honestly. They gotta really play around their team. They can't just go off on their own and skirmish, kind of like that T-Tech can. Or even D-Shot.
Yeah, no, they can't really do that. As we're seeing here, Zine on this left side, they have VDS, which is, you don't see that. It's like CDS is the better option on Lake Zones or something, but you know what? They're gonna go VDS. They might really like Wavebreaker here.
I think...
Yeah?
Sorry, go on.
No, I didn't have a thought. You go.
I was gonna say, I definitely think Wavebreaker here is underrated just because it does cover a lot of space and can really put a dampener in teams whenever they're all marked and all chipped. Especially with Zuka.
Oh yeah, especially with Zuka. Zuka has become such a devastating force in terms of like chip damage. That's something that helped that range blaster last game too. In some situations, it's just like Zuka, you pretty much one shot with a partial. But now here, you know, they don't have that. They have a VDS. Well, and that will help it go from like a Tickle Me Elmo to more of a main weapon, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's pretty much how you play VDS or CDS nowadays. It's just like tickle fight, tickle fight.
You just constantly just be a little match, man. Just really annoying.
Yeah, eventually you'll get somebody. But as we are seeing here, both teams are still pretty much locking out each other, making sure none of them are able to push up. But as we see, Flux has the Zuka, and we see the ballpoint Nuvo has their back. They have special suit, but the Zap is going to go down. 2 down, 3 down on Hammerlocke. It's just Tiger left alive. It's just a T-Tech, and they're backing in the Super Clan. They're going to get points here. There's no way they don't. And here it goes. Isabel's going to go down, though, but they're trying to score a little bit more here. T-Tech trying to dive in, but the Zap sees it. Both shots are going to go down. The T-Tech actually still alive, though. They're trying to push in with their team. Cloud going to be trying to throw as many torpedoes as possible, trying to use that to get some rotation. Flux going to jump out. That was a really good push there. You're seeing just how useful the ballpoint new bow here is with the main special combination in terms of that. Of course, you know, sub is incline, which is fine. It's a backline, so it doesn't really hurt it. But we're already seeing Hammerlocke trying to push in, but the T-Tech's going to go down. They use their Inkstorm, but we're seeing Cooler already up. Weem is watching that left side like a hawk, trying to see if they can get in on anything, just painting as much as possible. They have to get clams, though. They just don't have the clams.
Yeah, they not only like having space in this game mode, but having clam economy and being able to overwhelm your opponents with the sheer amount of clams you guys have. But getting some points on the board. But the Zuka finding 2. 3 down. It's just that T-Tech and the wipe.
Clutch Zuka right there. That is why when you think of a special right now, you are thinking of Tri-Zuka. We are pretty much in a Tri-Zuka meta right here. Like the weapons that are ruling this meta, shot, squeezer. Those are the main things that come to mind. Though Zap is really good still too. But 3 down on GG Whast'n. It's just that shot alive, and they're able to actually score before being wiped out. This actually gives GG Whast'n a little bit of time to respawn, but at the same time, that gives another super clam for Hammerlocke.
Yeah, and they already have control over mid, but one goes down, which is the junior. They really gotta play it smart here. They can't be fumbling some picks, you know?
Yeah, no, they cannot fumble here. We're seeing Alicia trying to see if they can push up, popping the clear in mid, trying to get their team to funnel in there. She's 3 down. It is just the C Junior, and if you've ever played C Junior, you know that thing is not going to take a 1v4 and win.
No,
that's not happening.
No, never.
The best it can do is just pop its wave breaker and spam its torpedoes. That is the best it is going to do. And it's actually doing a really good job of keeping them out. But what do we see here? Ballpoint Nouveau is not able to protect their teammate with the ink back, but is able to take the shot out with them. It is just Tickle Me Elmo left alive, but I don't know where they are. They're actually in mid on that wall on the left side, trying to see if they can stay alive and put some mid pressure on. Throwing bombs is this last push. If they can get this push in and get one clam, they can take lead. It does not take that many clams for them to get lead here. And with the strikes, they might be able to do it. They're going to go down, though. They need to get in. BDS going to go down. 3 left alive. They're going for it, but no. And GG Whast'n is going to take that game and that set. I was so close at the end. They just needed a really good push, but the C Junior going down really hurt them.
Yeah, they had that little glimmer of hope, but the unfortunate just death as they're trying to rush in, that power clam didn't help them. And GG Whast'n was able just to hold them off for the just barely amount of time, and they couldn't score it. Ridiculous plays. Very good defense from both teams.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job. We're seeing here just how much the ink back truly helped. Seeing Isabel using that to try to get picks, seeing that T-Tech going down and allowing their team to open up in there. Tiger alone here, just the ink back. Again, just like last game, so strong in either getting clams in or getting the picks that they need. You see on this lockout here, they had the Zuka Raphael getting 2 here, just Flux left alive. They had a really good push. And the C Junior getting that in was just the opening they needed to get some clams. But they went out so easy that it just was not enough. That 74 and 13 penalty, they only needed just the super and one more clam. And Tiger somehow didn't notice the shot coming from the behind with another. That probably what did them in. Even if they scored and got, like, that probably did help them in a way. And the Inkback trying to come in again. Again, Inkback is just so strong. You're seeing just how much Isabel loves the Inkback. I would not be surprised if they play V-Charger Rapid Pro too.
Yeah, that was... I don't know about you, but when you kill someone through a vac, that is the most satisfying feeling. Because they stopped the whole push just because of, like, completely just telling vac, it just doesn't work. Like, your special is not going to work today. We're going to, just completely shut down your push, and you're not score any points, and we may have a chance to win this just because you bumped it a little bit.
Yeah, really good coming out from both teams. But with that being said, we're going to be taking a short little break, but we'll be coming at you soon with Winners Round 2. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Maybe grab a snack or something.